Somebody wants people to know you have a boyfriend.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for scenes in Friends that apparently had the audience cracking up, but take away the canned laughter and it could play completely differently. Number 10. Drop the Barbie. When Carol and Susan drop Ben off with his dad, Ross immediately spots Ben's beloved Barbie doll and proceeds to try to trick him into picking something else. Characters left and right tell him to get over himself, but Ross cannot be convinced. As far as he's concerned, toys are gendered, and he won't rest until G.I. Joe is Ben's toy of choice.
Real American hero, I'm G.I. Joe. Drop the bar, drop the bar.
Number 9. Ross the Masseur. When Phoebe briefly goes to live with Ross, she brings her massage clients with her. Ross is not too happy about this. That is, until a gorgeous woman shows up at the door asking about a massage. Ross tells her that he is a masseur, only to discover that she isn't asking for herself.
Great. Dad?
Ross, who has no qualifications to give massages, lied to a woman in the hopes of getting her in a vulnerable position. Not so funny anymore, is it? Number 8. Monica's younger boyfriend. Monica and Richard may have had a big age difference, but it was Monica's earlier dalliance with a high school senior that made the cut here. The writer certainly gets some laughs out of it, but finding out what his real age is just plain icky, to use Monica's word when she finds out.
It's icky.
Icky?
Another uncomfortable relationship that was played for laughs on the show was that of Phoebe's half-brother Frank Jr. and his former home ec teacher Alice. While the 26-year age difference is one thing, it's the uneven power dynamic and Frank barely being 18 that creeps us out. Number 7. The non-annulment. There's a big difference between not telling someone you don't like their shirt after they just spent a boatload of money on it, and not telling the person that you married after having some drinks in Las Vegas that you got an annulment when you didn't.
You didn't get the annulment?
I know.
Ross?
Ross also ups the creepy factor tenfold in the way he tells Phoebe about what he's done, with a secretive tone and wry smile as he asks her not to tell Rachel.
Don't tell Rachel, see you later.
Number 6. Fat-shaming Monica. Anytime we get a glimpse into the past, we wonder how she ended up well-adjusted. Alas, one of Friends' most iconic episodes, the one with the prom video, contains some really upsetting jabs at a young Monica's weight. Her parents and brother are culprits of it on a few occasions, but some of the worst ones involve her eventual husband, Chandler. Monica overhears Chandler fat-shaming her, which sets her on her weight loss journey.
Oh, no, it's cool. You can stay here. My parents won't mind.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to be stuck here all night with your fat sister.
Hey.
Number 5. What Paulo does to Phoebe. This scene from the first season of Friends sounds more like it came from a dramatic movie. However, with the backing of canned laughter and the way the scene is written, the ominous subject matter is slightly glossed over. While Phoebe gives a massage to Paulo, he grabs her and exposes himself, all without her consent. As Phoebe recounts the assault to the other friends, they react with shock. The scene is accompanied by a laugh track and played as more or less classic sitcom shenanigans, when it really seems much more disturbing.
Oh, yeah, you have to tell her.
The feminist issue, that's where I went.
Number 4. Ross's insecurity. Rachel makes a new work friend named Mark, so Ross takes to sending gifts, flowers, and even a barbershop quartet to her work. Rachel accuses him, rightly, of trying to mark his territory. A little insecurity might be normal, but to have such a possessive attitude towards your partner is not something to laugh off. Also, after they've broken up, Ross tells Rachel he can picture her naked whenever he wants. It might be true, but that doesn't make it less creepy.
Sorry, nothing you can do about it. It's one of my rights as the ex-boyfriend, huh? Oh, yeah.
Number 3. Awkward cousin time. Critics have called this moment on Friends everything from embarrassing to weird to one of the worst things Ross ever did. We're talking about the time Ross tried to kiss his cousin. Not only was it way more disturbing than funny, it was made even more so with his joking excuse that he hadn't been intimate with anyone for a while.
There is nothing you could say to make this worse, so just say something!
Speaking of uncomfortable family moments, it's hard not to forget the time it was revealed that Monica's first real kiss was actually with her brother Ross. It was in a dark room and they both thought they were with someone they weren't related to, but still.
You were my first kiss with Rachel?
Number 2. Ross's lack of flirting skills. Ross Geller can do a lot of things, but he really can't flirt. We learn that in the 5th season when he tries to talk to an attractive pizza delivery person. It turns out that talking about 8-year-old boys and the smell of gas isn't a great way to get someone interested in you.
You said you thought that your hair looked like an 8-year-old boy's, and I'm just saying I like it. The hair.
While it's not really inappropriate or offensive, this moment is just totally cringy and awkward. It would probably be even worse if there was no laugh track to ease our pain. Number 1. Ross and Unagi. It wasn't the first time friends would make light of what could be a serious situation, but the one with Unagi takes it to a new level. Ross's desire to teach Phoebe and Rachel a lesson by attacking them is written to be funny. And to an extent it is. His over-the-top seriousness about the principle of Unagi and the back-and-forth surprise ambushes get lots of good laughs. However, without a laugh track, it probably wouldn't make us crack up.